What's up guys, welcome to another video with 20something-somethings.com. I'm Nadine and today I'm going to be doing a video on the basics of contouring for beginners. I'm just going to show you some of my secrets, some of my tips and help you get around the whole contouring thing if you need. Cool, so I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes and then afterwards we'll get into the video. So let's go. Okay, cool. So basics of contouring. So I'm going to be using my Kryolan color wheel for the whole contour look just because it's just easy because it's got all the shades I really need in it. So I use this one over here for my foundation and then I use this for highlight, so under my eyes and concealer, and then I use this dark shade over here as a contour, and if I want a more intense contour then I'd move over to the shade over here. Wow, I'm dying. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and scrape some of my foundation shade off and do my whole face with foundation, and then we'll get in to the contour. Cool, there we go. So I'm all foundationed up. Guys, Kryolan is becoming like my favorite brand for foundation. Like, I bought this for stage basically because I'm a performer, but now I just use it like for everyday things. Like I use it all the time just because it's got such good coverage. Like you can see that's like a really nice medium coverage right there. The quality is really amazing. It feels so good on my skin. It literally feels like I'm smearing moisturizer on my skin. It's so nice. And it doesn't dry your skin out, it doesn't flake, it doesn't do anything it shouldn't do. It's awesome. So I'm gonna go and highlight first. So like I said, I'm gonna be using this shade to highlight. So I scrape just a little bit of that out, put that onto my little palette over here, and then I use a flat concealer brush like this to apply that under my eyes. The trick with your highlighter or your concealer, you want to make a little triangle just under your eye. If you've got freckles, you don't want to make the triangle too wide going down. You're going to keep it closer to the eye because you don't want to cover up your freckles. I always tell people when you're contouring and you're highlighting and things, you should always look like a lion before you blend everything. Because like, I don't know, I feel like this is a very lion look. If I had the contour in as well, I'd look like Mufasa. It's awesome. You don't want to apply too much product underneath your eyes because that's going to lead to lines and it's going to make you look old. It's just not going to be a vibe. So you want to put a little bit of product in and then you're going to use a sponge to blend everything in. So a lot of people like to put the contour and the highlight on and then blend everything at once. I like to blend compartments in separate things. So let's go underneath the eye and you're just going to take a sponge and you're just going to pat that in. And then whenever I'm done blending in the highlight, I always just like to go back in with the brush that I use for my foundation and just blend around the places that I just highlighted, just so that the transitions are a lot nicer. So you'll see that I applied the highlight under my eyes, on my forehead, going down through my nose. So it's just because you want to lift those areas a little bit more. And then I also put some up on my clef, I guess that's what it's called, I don't know, this part of my lip, and just above my chin, just to give those sections a little bit of laugh. Okay, so there we go. So then that's my highlighting done. I'm gonna powder it up later. I'm gonna powder the whole face, I'm not gonna powder now. And then for my contour, I'm gonna go in with this shade like I said, and I'm just gonna scrape a little bit of that off. And then whenever I'm contouring, I like to use a brush like this. It's from like an oval brush set. That just really helps to get the contour exactly where I want it. So I just tap that in and I put that contour in right underneath my cheekbone. Okay, see, this is a very light color for a contour, but I like it. This is probably like 2 shades darker than my foundation. So you normally want to stick to that, a shade or 2 shades darker for your contour. You don't want to do it too dark because then it's going to look too hectic. And I think this is just a nice warm shade to add. I've applied the contour shade, get out of here. I've applied that contour shade just under my cheekbones, along the sides of my nose, and then just over. That will give you a little like lift in your nose, and then along the hairline and underneath my chin to get rid of that double chin, because who's got time for that? And then I like to go in with a slanted fluffy brush for my contour. It just gives me the best finish, and I just like to go in outward circles to blend that in. Oh, hi cheeks, welcome. So the trick with contouring is, because you're trying to lift your cheeks, you don't want to contour down here, because like your cheeks aren't here. You want to keep it as close to that cheekbone as possible. It's almost like you're getting right up underneath that cheek. Can you see immediately I've got cheekbones? There. Okay, we're just gonna blend this in. And this just warms up the whole look. It just gives the whole face a nice warm vibe. Normally I don't even use cream contour. A lot of the time I just go straight in with a bronzer, and then I'll just bronze my face. There we go. So that's the contouring done. You can see already I've got new dimensions in my face, which I didn't know to have at the beginning of this video, so hey there. And that's not even, I haven't really even applied that much. You see why I love this Kryolan product. So that's the whole face basically done just with this wheel. And this wheel I got at Stage Creations, which is in Maitland. They specialize in stage makeup and professional artist makeup, whatever you need. And I paid 400 and something for this palette, and it's lasted me like, I've had it for like, I don't know, 4 months now, and I still have so much product left in it, and you can do your entire face with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my face. So yeah, basically with contouring, you want to make sure you're getting right up under those cheekbones, get rid of that double chin, get a nice shape in your nose if you want to. I don't really like to reshape my nose too much, so I kind of just keep my nose the same way, and then just to make your forehead look a little bit smaller, and that's basically the basics. And then with your highlight and your eyes, on the nose, your triangle on top, lip, under chin, and you're good to go. And now I'm just going to set all of that with my Essence All About Matte Compact Powder. Oh, what I didn't show you was highlighting under your eyebrows. So I'm basically going to take the shade that I used for my highlight and just slightly go underneath. I'm going to get as close to that eyebrow as possible, but you also don't want to like ruin them. And then you're just going to slowly just fade that in. And for this, you don't need a lot of product. You just need like to tap your brush on the product and then apply. You see how much sharper that eyebrow now looks compared to this one? Bam. And like, this is like eyebrows that haven't been done in like 3 weeks. So we're just giving them some more life. So you put that highlighter shade right underneath, and then you just brush it down until it's blended. Hey baby girl, welcome. Cool. And then I'm just gonna go and set those eyebrows, because you know these bitches be going all over the place. My NYX. And there we go. Eyebrows are done, and they were a mess before this video started. So that's like, if you don't feel like going to go for your threading appointment or plucking or whatever, you can literally just give yourself an eyebrow job with some concealer, and bam. Cool. So now I'm just gonna finish the rest of the face. I'm gonna go in with some bronzing powder. And again, I'm using my Switch Beauty contour brush. It's dirty, but yeah, this is the best contour brush ever. It was in my my first video that I did with my makeup brush for beginners. And I'm just going over that contour just to help intensify it a little bit more. So wherever you applied your contour, you're gonna apply a little bit of bronzing powder just on top of that, just to give it some extra bit of pop. And then just for the blusher, so you can see, now you can see exactly where my cheekbones need to be. There they are. So I'm literally just gonna pat some blush onto that. You can smile if you need to, like look like a psycho, but it's fine. And there we go. What a pink cheek. And then finally, for the end of the look, I'm gonna add some highlighter. What highlighter do I want to use today? I'm gonna go with my ride or die Fenty, a Fenty Beauty, and this is in Trophy Wife, and you can have a look at it. There it is. It's so beautiful, guys. This is my favorite highlighter in the world. And then I always apply my highlighter with a little brush like this. Just tap it in, bounce it off, and just apply it on that cheekbone and move it up. And like highlighter, when you're applying it, it's totally your prerogative. Like, if you want to shine, baby girl, then you need to shine. Don't let anybody tell you that you're wearing too much highlighter. Yeah, if you want to look like a glazed donut, you look like a glazed donut. Like, do what's important to you, girl. So my favorite spots to highlight are my cheekbones, pom-pom, and then I always just go a little bit above that eyebrow, on the tip of my nose, and just up around the ridge of my nose. That really gives me a nice highlighted fresh look. Okay, I'm gonna try out my Pink Cosmetics liquid lipstick. I got this in the influencer box this year. Shout out to Mr. Nusha for suggesting it to me. So yeah, this is one of the lipsticks I got in there. I've tried it once, so I'm gonna try it again and see. I wasn't very impressed with it the first time I used it, but let's see how it goes today. So it comes out, it's quite short, you know what I mean? But this is vegan friendly, cruelty free. It's just good. It's good for you. It doesn't have any other bad things. So yeah. You see, it doesn't apply as nice. You have to double dip, and like that's not what I like. Okay, there we go. I really like the color. The color is great. The only thing that I can say about this lipstick is that it doesn't last as long as I would like a liquid lipstick to last. So if I eat something now, this lipstick's gonna be gone. It's gonna be off. I prefer lipsticks that stay on all day, every day. I don't like to reapply. And especially with liquid lipsticks, the more you reapply, the more crummy they get, the more flaky they get. So yeah, but it's a great color and it dries almost instantly. It's basically dry. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If not, I'm sorry. Maybe next time I'll teach you something. I don't know. But yeah, leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also follow us on the social medias, which will all be at the end of the video as well. Okay, cool guys. Thanks. Bye.